Hello, here we are on the 16th of May, already late evening. It has been raining the whole day after a record breakingly hot spring, May. And in today's episode, I have good news in regards to the Amongst fair launch of my 100 pieces NFT collection. And we will also go through a few probably fun notions throughout the living relation and passing distance over the distance, this so-called social media track, Snaptrack, among others, other apps. There is something, it seems. But to begin with, a few weeks ago, when I was at Lappé, the eastern city next to Saimaa Lake, the greatest lake of Finland, I was there for 3 weeks. And after an evening snack, we discussed with my partner about literature, and I highlighted the importance of literature today. You know, when there is this cultural shift from when you think about hobbies, the hobbies are now dancing instead of reading. And I highlighted literature as likewise the source of unbiased knowledge. The reason being that authors are not monetarily incentivized anyhow today. If you think about any news broadcast or, newspapers or whatever outlets or platforms there are, they do not hire free thinking authors at all. Thereby, the writers of books, authors are on their own. They gotta find their own ways. And most importantly, they are writing for the passion of finding the truth without expecting anything back to them. It was an alarm that I gotta go to hike soon, but we have few minutes here. So thereby, authors are on their own, writing on their own, and they are the most prominent, unbiased, and decentralized source of knowledge and wisdom these days. So I highlighted the importance on my stories that you can find on my upcoming third book in the Living Relations Passing Distance book series. And after that discussion, my partner, in the very late night before sleep, she told me that she searched up for 1 or 2 page mini novels, or, well, in English the word is short stories that she could have read just before going to sleep, but she couldn't find any. So then I was thinking, hey, I have these long books that are still using the least amount of words, in my opinion, on the plane of nuances. But hey, I was like, hey, I gotta remember this. I could write these 1 or 2 page stories that are just good size bytes for people who are reading tweet length at the most. And also I am applied to the new Twitter subscription platform where creators can provide content, exclusive content, and I am completely ready and up to releasing those 1 or 2 page mini short stories on a weekly basis. And right when I returned from Lappe to home, I spontaneous along the themes that I have on tip of my tongue, I wrote the first mini novel. It was 1 or 2 pages long on the topic that what is the life phase you would write your memorialia of passion about. If you think about your lifespan from the beginning to the end, when is the point of time you would like to recall in your mind, or if the future generations would like to know about this phase of your life, what time, what age it would be about. That was the topic of the 1 or 2 pager mini novel I wrote about, and came to a crystal clear conclusion what would be the phase and why, and the reasons being. That is an example. I was like, oh, here is a mini novel I just read. That is included, by the way, also in the 3rd book of my series. The 3rd book will be so long in page count that I will have to separate this 3rd book into 2 or 3 different parts. And it will be completely worth it. If there is someone, by the way, if there is someone to write about being happy, this is the zenith headline of topics, and everything beneath it, happiness, is from diamond strong health to accumulating time, thereby the assets that will free your time. You know what I'm talking about. And all that is beneath happiness. And the book series is meant to detailedly and nuancedly tell the story, exemplified story, how anyone can achieve the small steps and habits for all that. Being happy. Everything is included there. And that has been the memory of my passion, by the way. So yesterday night, just before going to sleep, I got IG notification from that somebody has tagged me in their picture post, and that was, then I checked it out, sounded like a foreign name, and it was by the person who I newly met in Lappe, the city, when we played basketball, and he came to play basketball at the second and third time as well with us. Here it is. I took a screenshot of it when I noticed it. So it's today at 1:41 a.m. at night, and Look at the description of the photo. Finally found a happiest person in the world. And guess who is there? He purposefully, after the second time when we played basketball, he purposefully asked somebody to take a photo of us. And now I knew the reason. He didn't tell any reason. He just suddenly came to get his phone to another person and asked me for a picture. And today, on the morning or afternoon, here was already, it has already almost 100 likes. Of course, I was amongst the first to like that photo because it's true. And so forth. I am completely ready to release at ease those mini novels for people in the size that they can read, because I know the value is unfathomably immense there. The value of unbiased knowledge and wisdom cannot be counted in monetary value even. And once more, authors are the source of valuable, unbiased, newly found perspectives. The number one source, I would say. Anywhere else, any other source, they are hired by somebody and they have some kind of hidden agenda for, in a way or another, who knows. But that is a generalization. Of course, there are dimes in the hayhide. And yeah. Now, moving forwards, I just got a... By the way, we will play on this Thursday. That will be a free day from work in general. We will play the first arranged volleyball games of the summer. Other than that, on Mother's Day, I was on my own. I was in the sizzlingly hot weather. I was training at the outdoor gym, and guess what happened? Helicopter and so forth descended to the area. Suddenly it was sirens ringing and so forth. And it turned out there was a fight. And somebody died there. I didn't go to see what is the situation, but a lot of people gathered around the area where you can grill your food. And this was on Sunday. Here is the outdoor gym, and there's the parking slot, and there is the grill area behind these volleyball nets where they can grill. A lot of people gathered there, like as you see, a lot of people are there gathered, and there was a fight with these meat sticks, and somebody died there. But I just continued my training because there was already, police in there. It was already called Police Alright the first. And then some people I knew from last summer, they appeared on the gym side, and we played small games there spontaneously on the spot. Small first games of volleyball this year. But the reminder is that, hey, you should not fight for food, right? The fight was with meat sticks, and then somebody died because of that. Like, you should always be able to zoom out and calm down a little bit. Be calm, collected. There is not such a big deal out there that should cause such a fight. And that's why being happy is the enlightened state of mind. These days there is all over the social media, there is the talk about mindset, there is only the talk. But the real walk of the mindset is finding those unbiased sources of knowledge and wisdom, reading about it, learning about it. It's about the walk of the mindset. It's about your learning curve, how you can expand it. It's also about meeting the persons who have walked the walk. And that's why it's somewhat ironical that there's all the talk about mindset in the social media, but at the same time, in this cultural environment, reading and books are not in the highlighted spotlight where they should be if people are really about mindset, improving their mindset. But my book series is only about that. Happiness, self-improvement, health, wealth, living relations. All those come together to the whole what is upwards, blossoming out upwards, the cherry garden of your mindset. That's all about it. That is the reference in this Amongst collection. The truth is amongst people, right? And I am excited. Here we get the reference, by the way, what I am going to say about this upcoming collection. It's right here. It's right here. So the collection has been officially approved. Likewise, it is right there, and there is the date and time when it will be live, and anyone can buy one or maybe even more out of only 100 pieces are available. That's why this will be so much of fair launch. No external reach. And by the way, in another Twitter account, not my main account, I already tweeted about this launch on my main account, but on another account, I tweeted that will be more focused on this backstory. I tweeted about this afternoon. I tweeted about the collection. It has been liked quite a few times. Somebody has read it about it. Look around, we build up from the ground, only by the Creator for people, them who believe in their first line of seed, no external reach, only organic zeal. It is all out there for who research, watch, and wake up amongst us. That will be the the thing. Also, amongst many references, what this collection subtly hides in the traits and properties and in the metadata. One is that one inspiration of mine is that each of us are angel investors in kind, how we are for others, how we are for our loved ones, how we are for the small circle around us, in kind, the way or another. And I'm not, when I want to, what I mean is that I want to redefine the angel investor term that is out there. I'm not meaning that kind of investor, but I'm meaning that each of us are angelic investors in kind for each other. We are for each other in a way or another. That is the inspiring guideline for amongst us. And it should not be forgotten. So, I'm pumped up for the launch. Remember, there will be only, most likely, 24 hours when this collection will be mintable. The 100 pieces will be available only for, and after that, those who own them, they can sell them or they can hold them for the future utility that I will reach and release with time. But it will be mintable. There was the date. Once more, there's the date. And the kickstart. One will cost about $20, I would estimate. So lastly, before I go to the hike, let's see the Snap track or IG track this time. Recently, by the way, I realized that I had not yet linked the FinHits event album to everybody who were there. I didn't recognize even a person who I dogged because they posted on their IG story, they posted only group pictures. I didn't recognize the person who was there themselves because I didn't go to their profile. But now, later on, I realized that, hey, this was that person who I actually spontaneously walked on the way out of the campus and library. And now I just realized, hey, I had not yet sent them the link to the photography album. And oh, by the way, I would so much love to show you what we photographed in the most virgin kind of blossom in the cherry garden in Helsinki. I mean, these pictures in the fullest of their details, I mean, the detail is so high that you can count the eyelashes there. These pictures are so freaking awesome that I can barely hold myself from posting them. And the cherry garden was blossoming like the first time in the spring in the fullest blossom. But anyways, more about that later. So let's see what they have posted. Oh, so the comment is, hopefully, or probably the man will buy then for his wife this kind of cleaning outfit of the home. That was posted on 9 p.m. This evening. I'm saying, of course. That's about it for now. I gotta go out, hike outside. And I'm commenting to create a second. Let's put this on the list. There. Till the next time, upward.